Messed up now. Gonna navigate these boys a podcast. Welcome. This is Off the Rim. With your boy, Coach Skinny. Coach Drake. I'm up. There go the men again. What up, SimWorld? Sit back.
Ooh, man, oh man, oh man. Gotta get that intro fixed. As of present, you getting nothing but Drayton. Sometimes yells, sometimes Grease, and more Drayton. And this is officially Off the Rim. Let's get into that fast break. Man, today I want to give flowers to all, and I do mean all, of the SimWorld prep recruits that have been grinding, putting in their work, making sure that they are showing their faces to coaches. I've seen a lot of viral clips, a lot of viral open runs. I just want to make sure that all you kids know that your hard work is not going unnoticed.
For sure. I agree, man. Some of them are really absolutely putting in the work. They're working with the media out there. And then, aside from all that, some of these highlight clips, Drayton, that have been hitting social media, crazy. Great flowers. I agree. Good start off here, sir.
Man, and now we got to get into that oh my God moment. You seen that oop that my boy Malachi King threw? Now I know I'm a little biased as a coach. Everybody want to talk about the finish, but did you see the ooh?
Yeah. Hey, that's the part that's not appreciated in basketball, right? Everybody talks about the dunk and the catch, but that lob's got to be on point. It was beautiful. You are biased, though.
That's not biased.
Shout out Malachi King.
Oh my God!
Now, this one I think everybody in all of SimWorld can agree. We looking at the draft boards and everybody got the same question. Why they got freshmen on there? Out of all the you had one job. You literally you had one job. Now thank God I don't want nobody to be put out. I don't want nobody fired, but come on, man. You had one job and it was to only include draft eligible players, and you still went out of your way to include people that can't enter the draft if they wanted to.
Hey, you got the right person on the show today for that. So we talked to some people. He kept his job, but sucker, you better get it together. No more breaks.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
And now we getting into the meat. We done trimmed off the fat a little bit. I want to tell everybody, please, do your Googles. There's literally a litany of information, more information than I can even explain in one outing on the league. And when I say the league, I'm talking about SimWorld Prep. There's a Ground Zero season that's full of information and players. There's a Season 1 that's full of information and players. Season 2 just concluded, full of information with players. There shouldn't be an article or something brought up and people are like, well, I don't know who that is. The information is readily available at your fingers. Please do your Googles. It's hard for me as a coach to want to recruit a player who can't do the bare minimum. You can't say you want to be the greatest prep player ever and you know none of the players that come before you. That's like saying, oh, I want to be the greatest SWBA player, and somebody be like, oh, you think you're gonna be better than just throw a name out there. You think you're gonna be better than Penny Hardaway, and they'd be like,
Who's that?
Penny Hardaway?
Who's that? I gotta tell you, I don't know much about him, bro, but yeah, I'm the GOAT. Drake, let me ask you a question. Who do people normally say is the greatest player ever?
Michael Jordan.
He knew every single person that was drafted above him, and he knew everybody in the draft before because he wanted to take them all down. Who? If they don't say Jordan, who do they say next?
LeBron James.
LeBron James knew all the stats that he wanted to tackle and take down to be the greatest. He knew them and had them pinned down. Saw that article. He knew them. Therefore, he knew who had them. If they don't say LeBron, who they say after that?
The actual GOAT. Kobe Bean
I'm glad
Bryant.
you said that. Yes, that people probably stop listening now. You said, but I agree. He knew everybody that was drafted too. He had a couple target players. He knew all the MJ's stats because he wanted to go right after them. Those are 3 GOATs. They did their homework. Just saying.
I don't want to sound like a broken record because I use this word a lot, but it's paramount. How do you try and become the best and you know no history? And I'm not gonna point at any names, but I'm watching the open run. They're in the live feed. Everybody's chatting it up as we're watching the live feed, and one of the people hosting the live feed was like, "Oh, Johnny Baldwin holds the record in SimWorld Prep for most points in a game." And somebody's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna break it." Okay, how many points was it? I don't know.
It was 273 points. You breaking that? No context.
You're just gonna break it because you're just that guy. Everybody's him. Everybody's that guy. It's simple. You can just, if you were to just do the small. It's small. It's maybe 15 minutes out of your day every day to study the players that came before you. Some of them are trailblazers to how some of y'all currently play and how coaches want to use you.
Soapbox. My soapbox right here. I'm on it on a Saturday morning. I'm right here with you, Dre. You know, I mean, this is personal. It's a personal deal for me. So when Coach, since you got me here, when you talking about all that fourth wall is gonna come down to about right here. I'm not gonna let it all the way down, but a lot of people love SimWorld, love this league. We ran our polls, we do our research. People like how in depth it is and how much access to info there is what I hear, along with the media, which is cool. That access to info, use it. There's a lot put into it. Our back end support guys have put in a lot of work to make all that info available. Box scores, player logs. There's tons of info that you're not gonna find other places. You can look at the history. Use it, man. It gives you great context to know what you're trying to get done. I'm with you. We still on this?
I mean, it's a couple players that I feel like some of these players who are labeling themselves as guards, it's guys like Glory Tate that if you just watch him play, and this is a sleeper name, Bryson Summers, because I know a lot of the smaller guards think, oh, my career's over because I'm not 6'8". I watched Bryson Summers on some games just light it up from deep, and he still playmade. I could do this all day and just go down a list of names of undersized guards that got the most out of their stature.
Brian Webb. Stacy Van Arsdale. Get these dudes a collar, man, because they dogs. Get them a collar. Yep. Know your history. Know your history. Alright, I'm going to intro because I love this segment. I got you, Drayton. Is it time for these suckers to get it off the glass? Is it time for that?
It's time to get it off the rim.
They lost the game, though.
And tempo is going to be.
Now this is my personal favorite big from Ground Zero.
Dillard.
Jamison Johnson. I would say that he's probably the most complete fit.
The Bayside High School star.
SimWorld Prep.
Jamison to get the
He
space.
can defend. He wasn't an elite level defender.
But you got to let Dillard go to work. Dillard and Johnson.
They just don't.
I think he's trying too hard. He's gonna big fella though.
Easy.
That's much in the club. Premium players this game to be able to dunk. How nice of them.
Some of y'all bigs need to learn that when they double you in the post, you gotta kick it out
Let the
immediately.
big fella bring the ball up court.
Look, he even had the
He's doing
softs
everything
on.
else. Why not? Set up the offense.
All different types of softs.
Take
Polynesian,
your guy,
barbecue,
dribble,
fuck
got his
you,
moments.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's right there.
rebounding game on 100. He can always get his team's putbacks. What made this game so special is he's going against another, to me, top prospect in this upcoming draft, even if he's not as high on the draft boards as Henry Beckett. He attacked him the whole game. I want to say he maybe missed 2 shots the whole game, and all of it was either mid-range or he's giving him post moves, or he'll call an ISO and shake him out in the perimeter. When you talk about Jamison Johnson, it get me cheesing because that's probably the only big outside 11 color, that's no bias, that I would say feels like they were truly unstoppable in the post.
Rick Blaze really loves this guy, and a lot of times people gave him flack because they would say, hey, he's not aggressive enough, right? And you always hear me talk about this, Drayden, is at the prep level, like, you can go be dominant or you can go show all your skills. And I think that's what we saw from Jamison Johnson. We saw his ability to pass, his IQ. He hit the glass. He had post footwork. He could give you a jumper. He could face up. I think he wanted to showcase a little bit of everything at the prep level. We've seen some of that in the pro. And a la Tim Duncan. You never heard about Tim Duncan scoring 60, 70 points, 50 points in a prep game. But what you did see was him get championship after championship in the pros because he showcased everything he could do. Jamison Johnson was that guy at the prep level. He's still that guy. And for some of y'all going on to SimWorld U, I'm going to get y'all first taste of him. Good luck. He may not be jumping over your back, but what he is going to do is give you a solid 2012 and a W.
It don't got to be flashy to be a bucket.
Yeah, I agree. What else you got, man? Anything? We rolling.
I mean, I do want to hit y'all with a little trivia.
Oh.
This player starred in arguably my favorite basketball movie of all time, alongside Shaq, in Blue Chips. He eventually becomes the teammate of Shaq. Who am I?
Put that in the chat, suckers. Y'all know the answer. Put it in the chat.
And as always, SimWorld, the only place where you can see the game and be the game. We out.
Appreciate you having me on.
This has been a presentation of SimWorld.